How's it going, everyone? How is your day going? I'm in a different setting right now. I'm looking very bright right now. The sun is just coming down. Oh, there it is. You can even see the blinds. It's all coming through right now. I'm in a different setting at this moment because I'm not technically doing a review. A lot of you are probably going to think I'm kind of reviewing this thing, but this is more or less just giving out my thoughts on it. It's kind of like what I did about a year ago now for the Get Back Beatles special. Jesus, that sun. I was not anticipating this at all. Like literally a minute ago before I started, or right around the time I started recording, it was not like this at all. And now it's just, it's kind of dying down a bit, but wow, that was intense. So as you can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about and just giving my thoughts on the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special just recently released to Disney Plus. And this one is once again written and directed by James Gunn, as he did with the first Guardians of the Galaxy, the second Guardians of the Galaxy, and as he will do for the third volume of Guardians of the Galaxy, set to come out May of 2023. Whenever I heard about this thing coming out, I already was excited. I think that the Guardians of the Galaxy crew, the humor and the camaraderie that has been established with this group, I think would be perfect to serve this type of holiday/Christmas special event. As much as some people may like to forget it, the Star Wars holiday special is a thing that happens and is a thing that a lot of people very much hates but also love at the same time. So I feel like the concept of this holiday special happening is just always kind of a funny thing, and to just see another franchise take on that mantle. And I gotta say that I am a little bit surprised that they were actually able to get pretty much all the main actors from the Guardians films on to do this thing, since it only clocks in at about 42 minutes. For the most part, at least, there's actually one section of this thing that is in animation, and I would assume maybe they only did that because this one actor maybe couldn't show up in live action, and so they just did that for him to make up for that, maybe. But we see all these familiar faces that we're used to seeing: Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Dave Bautista as Drax, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Palm Clementif as Mantis, I hope I'm saying that right, Vin Diesel as Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket. The setup for this thing is basically that it is around Christmas time, around the Christmas season, and in their world, there is no Christmas because they don't live on Earth, so that's just not something that they celebrate. But Peter Quill used to live on Earth, and that was something that he did celebrate as a child, and he is sort of just looking back on that time in this moment and maybe getting a little bit sad because he can't really celebrate Christmas here. His fellow Guardians buddies hear about this, and they know how big of a fan Peter is of Kevin Bacon, as he had talked about, and how much he loves the movie Footloose, and Kevin was just such a hero to him when he was a child. This leads to Drax and Mantis basically committing human trafficking by capturing Kevin Bacon and taking him back to nowhere to surprise Peter. This to me was just hilarious. I loved this concept of them, going into Los Angeles, where Kevin at least lives in the film. I don't know where he lives in real life. Seeing them walking around the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Grauman's Chinese Theater, and then going into Beverly Hills, and just seeing them interact with the Los Angeles city, I thought made for some really good comedy and a lot of funny moments. And I gotta give mad props to Kevin Bacon for coming onto this thing and completely playing along with the archetype that has been created for Kevin Bacon in the Guardians films, and literally just having a really good time, having a fun time, as I think anyone would. And that's a fun scene as well, when Drax and Mantis invade his own home, and then Mantis uses her powers to make Kevin want to go with them. She says, you want to come with us, and then he's like, oh, where are we going? And he's all excited, enthusiastic. There's a good sense of dark comedy established here, because as much as it is funny what they're doing, and there are a lot of funny moments in this thing, if it weren't for Drax and Mantis being such lovable characters, this would be kind of a scary situation, and what they're doing is completely illegal. And that's pretty much the whole outline of the holiday special here. Really not a lot happening here, but I think they do make good use of a simple plot and a simple thing for our characters to do, and a little journey for them to go on. Sure, I maybe would have liked more out of the other Guardians members. It is pretty much just the Drax and Mantis show, but they do a great job here. Great performances from Dave and Palm alike. And there is actually a reveal towards the end of this thing that is completely abrupt and random and just thrown in there to give us any type of emotional attachment that was just kind of unnecessary, really. I feel like they really could have developed that and fleshed that out much more, maybe in the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy installment. I don't know why they decided to do that, but whatever. It's just a nitpick, really. Overall, I really enjoyed this thing. If you have Disney Plus and you're looking for something Christmas or holiday related to watch, I would get this thing to watch. I think you would like it. It's short, but it's sweet. And that's all I wanted to talk about with this video. Just giving my thoughts on this thing. I look forward to the next Guardians of the Galaxy film next year. And we're getting close to the end of this year. I'm looking forward to doing some end of the year type of videos. I have at least one or two new ideas I want to do this year. I'm not going to say though, because I want it to be a surprise, but also I don't know if I will actually get to those things. But you can definitely expect not only the one more things I didn't review, either at the end of this month or beginning of next month, but I'll also certainly do my top 10 albums and top 10 movies of 2022. So you can look forward to that and maybe a couple of new things as well. We'll see. But with that said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.